I am Tatar Khan, and today I will be playing the second mission of the level of the Orcs Must Die, called the Fork. We'll be doing this on 5 skulls. In order to do this on 5 skulls, I need to make sure that I kill orcs in a certain period of time, that I do not die, and I also do not let anybody through. Now we get for the first time the arrow wall in this mission here. And as usual, I will be playing this mission as if it's for the first time, so I don't know from which door the enemies will come first, and I will be using only the traps that are available to me if I started this mission for the first time. So I'm gonna pick the blade staff because that's gonna be the more useful if there's just too many orcs for that running through the traps that I can quickly kill them off. I'm gonna use the tar trap, I'm gonna use the arrow wall of course, and the floor incinerators. Now we're going to be only facing the regular orcs, so there's nothing to worry about here. So when we look at here at the actual fortress itself, we see that there is possibility of putting sealing traps here, but I don't think it's worth it in terms of how many you can actually put in. And over here, like in the first mission, we don't have any sealings that are really good for the sealing traps. So instead, we could be tempted to put in the traps further here down the hole, because well, the orcs will be grouping into here. But I believe that we should always kill off orcs early as possible, because that's what we need to do in terms of to make sure we get into the time limit, right? So I'm gonna put my incinerators here, and there's a method to this madness overall. It's because if the orcs come through that door, I'll stand here, and which will mean that they're gonna see me instead, rather than going through the actual rift. They'll go after me and run through all the burners here, right? All the scorchers, or scorchers here. Same thing. If the orcs come from this door, I'll stand on this side and have them run through that whole series of traps here. That's basically the idea. So let's set it off. Let's see where the orcs will come through first, and we'll deal with them from there. So there they are. I'm gonna take my position here and start shooting them. And I should have shot way more of them, but before this, but I didn't. No, it's pretty important to thin them out very early on, because again, we have a time limit that we're working here with. We gotta kill off orcs as quickly as possible. Efficiency is a key. And I can also put in more traps because I have the money for it, so I'm gonna start putting the tar traps to slow down the orcs so I can quicker and more effectively kill them off. There we go. So we're gonna put in the other tar traps in front of the scorchers, and let's go ahead. And by the way, again, if you're wondering why I'm playing this game in French, well, I need to practice my French at some point, so there you go. Might as well do it while I play video games, right? There we go, and let's shoot off a few more orcs. And there we go, a few more. Now, I'm not gonna spend any money now because both doors are open, and it's very much important for me to not to spend on any traps right now, because I'm not I need to have enough money to be successfully kind of set up traps so that I can close off attack points from both doors now. So I need to do when I'm placing the traps, that will be the new focus, and now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the traps on both sides, and I'm going to use the arrow walls. Now, when it comes to arrow walls, what most people do at first is that they actually place them perpendicular to the movement of the orcs, and that's not the right way to do it. You see, because while the trigger range of the arrow walls is 3 tiles, right? The actual distance the arrows fly is, I'm not sure if there's a limit to it. They just fly until they hit something. So therefore, the best way to employ arrow walls is to put them along the path of the orcs, but in a parallel fashion, so that they're actually running into them. Because then the arrow walls does the most damage, like here. And I should also be placing more traps because I do have the money for it than talking. So now the orcs are coming through the traps as a result because I have been not paying attention and not putting the traps in. And there we go. As a result, I had to use my sword. Okay, and with the remaining money that we have, I might as well put down some tar traps to slow down the orcs a bit more. And now we're gonna watch the arrow rolls in action as they're just gonna tear through the enemies. They're there, they go. Gotta love it when the plan comes together, right? And since we have the extra cash, might as well put down a few more tar traps. There you go, and there we have the 5 skulls completion. Quick, easy, efficient. That's what we're going for. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it, and please subscribe.